Okay, we're in Studio 1.6 here at the coffee shop. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's go into instruments. Let's start with drums today and go into impact. Let's pull in a kit and just randomly spin and see what we come up with. How about Gucci kit? I usually like to keep whatever kit we pick, even if I like it or not. Just it forces me to be creative. I'm going to insert a pattern in here, double click that, and let's see what we come up with here. All right. All right, let's switch up the tempo. We usually do something right around 120. Why don't we speed it up to like 144? Let's turn on the metronome and just hear how that sounds. Okay, so we got a cool speed there. So let's go. All right, let's do that. Let's make it 32 steps. Go dun, dun. Then we go dun, dun, dun. Then we go dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Let's hear how that sounds. Oops. The pattern is only 16, so we got to drag it out to 32. Here we go. Oops. Let's try it again. All right, and that's what I wanted. Let's see what we got here. I think that's goofy, so let's just use that because it's just crazy. And then a lot of cool percussion in here, and it's just gonna, all right, I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm just gonna randomly just draw in these like this. And let's see how this sounds. All right, it had some good points and some bad points. Let's check it out. All right, so I want to do every other. So I think we can, there's a way to do that in here. Every second step. Neat. And I actually only want to do every fourth step. All right, so that's our drums. I think the hi-hat here is a little too loud. So let's go into impact and go to hi-hat 1 and just turn down the amp a little bit and listen to that sound. Cool. Now, let's bring in a synthesizer. Let's go to My Tai. Let's go to bass. And let's bring in Adult Tweety, whatever that is, and see how it sounds. Oh, I hate it. But let's see what we can do with it. All right, so we start with A. Let's go like dun dun. Dun 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 dun. How about that? Okay, it's interesting. So let's bring in another My Tai, and let's go something with a real more of a sub bass. Let's do G house bass, and let's hear how this sounds. And let's just do a real simple bass pattern here, all the way through. and we don't want it to interfere with the other bass. So let's mess around with it and cut out the highs. Let's turn off the metronome. All right. Pretty cool. All right, cool. So let's take this Mai Tai because it's now just a little too low, and it's I think it's dipping into the bass of the other one, and let's just separate it out from the other bass. All right. Interesting beat so far. All right, so now that we have that, why don't we duplicate that? And let's take this bass line now to something else. How about bring it down to an E? Let's hear how that sounds. Okay, so we'll do E for half of that, bring it up to an F for the second half, and let's see where we're going to go from there. And then bring it up to a G. And then back up to an A. And then maybe bring it back down to a G. And let's hear how that sounds. Kind of wild. All right, what else does it need? It needs a lead. Let's bring in Mai Tai. Let's go to lead. Let's do a random spin, Temple of Doom, and let's see what we got here. All right, let's fuck with it, mess with it. Don't use harsh language. I'm just going to randomly draw in some notes and just see what happens. Nah, it's a little too weird. Let's go to Tokyo Stab. Yeah, these are a little too wacko. I don't need fifths popped in there. I just want a one-note lead, please. Alright, it's already playing. It's definitely like an initialized patch, but we're going to use it because I like the tone. And let's do a little bit of my white keys method, which is just a little random spattering of notes that are only on the white keys that revolve around A. Alright, so we're going to just do a little bit of dressing here. And why don't we bring this to that? Oops. Let's bring this over. Oops. Bring this over so they all come and do that. How about that? Ooh, all right, we're getting somewhere. Let's do that there. So close. That's what I wanted. Now we can duplicate that because it's just a top line that's in the key of A minor, and it will sound good no matter what we put. Let's do a little high one up here. Nice. And then let's use G and group all these together so it's one thought, one pattern. Let's group all them. And it's time to put some chords in. Let's do Mai Tai. Let's initialize it just to get the sound of the chords going on. Can I initialize it? Oh, it's initialized. And it's drawing some chords. And then we'll make this a different sound after we get the chords in there. And I jumped the gun a little bit. This has to go to 3. And this has to go for 1 full measure to here. And then we go up to an F. For that. And we go up to a G. And we go back up to an A minor. I think we go to 9, don't we? Let's see. Oh, getting somewhere. It's forming into a song. All right, I don't like the very end, but that's cool for now. Let's swap out Mai Tai with Presence and bring in more of a traditional instrument. We're just gonna screw around with it and see what we come up with. Let's try. Oh, it's still loading, man. That's a big patch. All right, and let's just right, these are big ass patches. What's going on here? Jeez. Can we loop this track? Alright, so I actually like that, but there's a little too much going on, so let's EQ some of that stuff out of there. Notch some of that out. I don't know why the EQ's off, it's interesting. Let's turn it on. Alright, so what we did was just carved out the frequencies we really didn't want so it fits better in the mix. That's all we did there. And what I'd like to do now is pull in another instrument, presence. Let's do like a piano type sound now. Try this one. God, these are big patches, aren't they? Which is cool because they sound really good, but too much for me. I need my stuff to load fast. 80s revival, how about that? Terrible. Not a bad sound, it's just not what I want. Alright, let's see what that does. And we're going to copy the chords. And let's bring in an arpeggiator and just goof around with it. Let's make a pattern length of 17, and let's kill some of the notes, and let's make some notes longer than others. And I don't know. How about we just go a little wacky? Let's hear how it sounds. It's not amazing, but it might sound good in the mix. Let's just hear it. It might add a little flavor. So I don't want these two to interfere with each other. See what I did? I EQ'd this one so it pops out in the mids, whereas this synth pops out more somewhere else. They're not fighting with each other. They're kind of complementing each other. And I think that's all we're going to do for the instruments. Let's sequence it a little bit so it's more of a song. So why don't we start off with that and that. Well, let's just actually copy everything. And we started off with that and that. And then maybe add the chords. No bass yet, but add the drums. Let's just see how this sounds. Now, maybe I'll save this, and maybe tomorrow we can put some frills on it, dress it up a little bit so it actually has some nuances and automation and stuff like that and make it into a song. But I think we're good for now just to get some ideas flowing. So hope that helped you with this morning. Talk to you later.